Hello boys and girls, I'm back again, Sandmans tackle time, and today I want to talk about them little fellas, rotten bottom rigs. This was actually designed by a very good friend of mine, and I love the design. I think it's absolutely great, especially if you're a distance caster. Very sturdy, very strong. So if you want to save yourself a few quid and you want to know how to make these yourselves, watch this video. What do you need? You need a pair of round nose pliers, a good set. I got these from Halfords, they're about a tenner, cracking set of pliers. Also a set of long nose pliers, and last but not least a set of universal pliers. The wire that you need to do this is two sets. First of all, this is 316 grade stainless steel metal, stainless steel welding rods. And these are bought from a company up in Pallion called Lanegate. It's quite expensive stuff. It retails anywhere between 45 to 55 pound for 5 kilos. You do get quite a bit there, so it'll last a while. The second wire that you need is 16 gauge stainless steel. Now the only person I know, tackle shop I know that sells this is Rutherford's down in Roker Avenue, Sunderland. Cracking little shop. And he's the only lad that I know where you can actually get that. I know you can get the 18 gauge, but it just hasn't got the oomph as what this stuff's got. And this retails around about £4.50 for 100 lengths. What else do you need? You need a crow bead. There it is there. You can get them in various different colours. Any colour will do really. You can get these in Dainty Supplies up in Washington. I just get them from Wilkinson's and the cops. They really are the cheapest chips. And last but not least, to do the job, you need some black sheathing. There's a little electrical company, you've probably got to Wilkinson's, the same thing. Speaker cable, buy by the metre. All what I do is I buy by the metre and I'll strip out the copper core, so I'm just left with the sheath. Once you've got them, you're ready to go. So, this is how you get started. First of all, get your main shaft. That's the 316 grade right there. And get your pliers, your round nose pliers there is, and get it held in like that. And all you want to do is make a loop. So we've got that so far. Get your universal pliers and straighten it all up like that. Make your little loop, and you should end up with that. Now I know this might sound like a bit of a clot on and all that, and you're thinking, oh, he's got all these pliers and I couldn't be arsed with all that. But to me, when you make your own tackle, you get out here, you dig your own bait, and you make your own tackle, you make your own sinkers. And when you put all that together and you think, wait, I made them rigs, I made them sinkers, I've done this, I've done that, and then you go and catch fish on everything that you've made and you've put it all together, well, you must be doing something right then, mustn't you? So that's the reason why I like doing it. So while she's in there watching EastEnders and doing whatever she's doing, I'm in here playing with my fishing gear. Anyway, enough of me ranting on. So you're at that stage there, you've got yourself a nice little loop in the top on your main shaft. After that, get your piece of sheath, black sheath, and you want to just put that over the top. As you can see, I've just started to put that over the top. Once you've done that, here's one I made earlier, you'll end up with that. Once you're at that stage, get your crow bead and just drop your crow bead over the top like that. So you'll end up with that. Then repeat the process of what you've just done. Pliers back round the top, make sure it's nice and straight, and again just make a loop. Now what I do on this stage is I'll straighten it up like that, but I'll leave it open a little bit, and I'll tell you why in a minute. We're going to put that down for the time being, and we'll now pick up the piece of 16 gauge stainless steel wire. The reason I said 7 there is because I forgot to tell you that both of these lengths need to be 7 centimetres long. So there's the one first, 7 centimetres long, that's it there, just I'm at it in packs of 100. 7 centimetres long on them both. Anyway, so you get to that stage there, you've got that, you've got your 18 gauge, and then you get your round nose pliers and you want to make a tiny little loop on the end. So you've got that there, get out of it and just make a tiny little loop. Get your pliers, straighten it up and just clamp it up, that's all you do. You don't need to bend it back on itself, just clamp it up. And what you'll end up with is that. So you've just gone from a nice straight piece to a piece with a loop in the end. Then you get your normal long nose pliers, and you'll put that on the edge like that, just so you can see it like that. Hold it in your thumb and bend it right over. So what you'll end up with is that. Now picking up your main body, there it is there. If you notice, I left that little loop open. You then get your gate, as that's called, and you close it all up. You then go along and finish the loop off as you did the first time. Clamp it all up. Practice makes perfect, and you'll end up with it like that. Push everything down, and that's what it should look like. You then get your gate, lift it round and hold it just at where the black rubber stops. You just want to hold it there. You then get hold of the edge where it ends like that, turn it all towards you, and you just kink it over. So what you've ended up with, if you can see, you've just got yourself a little bit of a kink in it. The reason for that is because you need it to run parallel with the shaft of the rotten bottom rig. Once you've done that, here's another one, again one I made earlier. You're now sitting with it like that. So you lift your bead up, you get your gate, you shut your gate as it runs parallel with the shaft, and you push the bead over. That will sit like that. That's your rotten bottom made, it's finished. So imagine this being on a rig, you cast out, the bead pops up, your gate drops, and if you've got like 10-15 pound line onto there, then that would work. Anyway, I've set one up here just so I can explain to you how it works. There's a little sinker that I've got there. I call these Sputniks. Cracking little sinker there. Anyway, so there's your rotten bottom rig. As you can see, I've got the gate, and I've actually got quite thick line here. I've used that for photographic purposes so you can see it. And what you do is get your gate, put that through the sinker, so it's like that. That goes into there. You can see that I'm running parallel. Push your bead over, and that would sit there like that. So you've cast it out. The water hits the bead and buff, it drops off. And if you imagine, that's, I know what you use. I use about 12 pound line myself. 10, 12, 15 pound line, whatever your choice. And that's sitting on there, so your grip's sitting there, and if it gets fast, as you know how a rotten bottom works, you'll snap the weak link. You'll snap the 12 pound line and get back all your gear, and hopefully that double figure fish that you've always dreamt about. So that's it, boys and girls. One rotten bottom rig, that's how you make them. Now next time on Sandmans Saturday Time, I'm going to show you how to make various other things. Next time we're going to make fast links. There it is there. And it's on a little crane swivel, 1/0, made out of 316 grade stainless steel. Might look complicated, but honestly it's not. Sit there, a couple of pairs of pliers and chill. So that's that. So thanks for watching. I hope to see you next time on Sandmans Saturday Time. Take care. Bye bye.